Alright guys, what's up? We're going to be building the winch coil today. I'm not going to install it in an RDA. Alright, for the winch coil today we're going to be using 26 gauge Kanthal. You're going to need something, obviously something to make your coil out of, whether that be Kanthal, Nichrome, 80, whatever it is. You're going to need something to wrap your coil on. That's what I'm using. You're going to need some snips to cut your wire, some needle nose pliers, and some toothless needle nose pliers. Well, either one of these will work. You can use toothed or non or toothless, whatever. You need a drill. It's a twisted build. You need a drill. Unless you want to twist it by hand, and I don't recommend that. Not with this one. We'll just get right into it. What you need is you need about 2 feet of this 26 gauge Kanthal, and if you got a spool like this, it's just four windings is perfect. So you go 1 to the notch. There's the notch on the back. So there's 1. We're going to pull it around to the notch again. There's 2, 3, and 4. So then we hook it in there. I'm going to go ahead and clip it. Now I'm going to straighten this Kanthal out. I'll put a link to Rip Tripper's video on how he straightens Kanthal in the description. It'll be down there. Now that we're back, once now we got this straightened, we have a nice straight piece of Kanthal. So we're actually just going to fold it in half. You're going to put the 2 ends. What I like to do is I like to take a screwdriver, put it in a little loop right there, and pull that tight. Take this end and just squeeze it with the pliers. Squeeze it like this with the pliers. Alright. So you have 2 pieces. Now you have 2 pieces that are running parallel to each other. So we're going to go ahead and start with the center wraps. What you want to do is you have about a foot of wire here. You're going to want to go halfway. So somewhere like right in there-ish is where you want to start wrapping your coils. You want to keep, remember, you guys want to keep these parallel. And with this 26, my first wrap, I trash out. So you guys will see what I mean in here in just a second. So we're going to start, I'm going to do 3 wraps in the middle. So that would normally be 1, but like I said, I trashed that first one. So that's 1. That's 1. And then I go over 2. And then over once more to make 3. And then I just pull my leads tight. That's what that looks like. This is that first wrap I was telling you guys about that I just trash. What I do is I actually just flip the coil around on the screwdriver and just take that wrap right back off. Just take it and just unspool it like that. You want your leads going in opposite directions for this coil. Going one way and the other. You don't want them going the same way. The end that you folded and crimped, you go ahead and just snip that end off. You don't need it anymore. Alright, so now we're just going to pull this tight. And you guys should know how to pull a coil tight on a bit or a screwdriver or whatever. All you're going to do is you're going to grab one of the leads like this. You're just going to hold the coil tight and you're just going to pull it. And then you put your finger and then you grab the other lead and you pull it. And that just gets all the slack out of the coil. What I like to do now is flip the coil over. And then do the other set of leads that are going off the other way. Yeah, makes a pretty nice coil. I mean, it's not the best looking coil in the world, but it's a coil. So we're going to put the screwdriver back in here. So you guys that have been building coils for a while can probably imagine what's about to happen, what I'm about to do. And if you can, that's fine. You can just go ahead and exit out of the video. If you don't understand what's about to happen, well, I'm about to explain it to you. We're going to twist these ends is all we're going to do. You see these 2 like little hook things right here that I have on this? I'm going to insert those into the chuck of the drill. There's 3 slots when I open my drill up. And I'm going to insert one in one slot and 1 in another. And you have to keep the screwdriver in the coil while doing this. If you don't, the parallel coils will actually separate and want to come apart. And you can fix it. It's not a big deal, but it's just easier to do it this way. From here, what we're going to do is if you don't hold, oh wait, there's a lot of slack in that wire. You don't want that much slack in your wire. Let me fix that real quick. Now, as you twist this up, now this is the important part. As you twist this up, it's obviously going to want to pull wire. This wire is going to want to contract. If you do not hold this coil down here, pinch it between your index and your thumb, it will literally just keep pulling wire because you're going to be pulling tension on it. So as you're doing this, you're just going to be unspooling the coil. And this lead down here is going to get shorter and shorter and shorter, and you're just going to keep twisting up in this. You have to basically pinch the coil between your index and your thumb. Your index finger and your thumb right there. And you want to hold it that way. You want to pull some tension, and you just want to twist. And twist to your desire. Don't twist. Don't twist. You don't have to twist as much as I do, or you can twist more than I do. Just be careful because it will break. I've had here's a failure. This side twisted great. This side twisted broke. And that's definitely with these higher gauge wires. Anything higher than 24, be very careful. So 26, 28, 30. If you're doing anything like that with any twisted build, you want to be very careful when you twist it because it will break. It looks about good. What I do now is I reverse it just a little bit to release some of this tension. I'll run my hand down and then I'll just let the screwdriver spin until it stops. Once it stops, you can go ahead and remove the wires from the chuck of the drill. Coil with a twisted lead. So now we're going to put it back on the screwdriver and we're just going to repeat this step for the other side. Now, like I said, make sure you leave the screwdriver in and you pinch between the your index and your thumb. The second twist is even as the first twist. Looks about, I'm looking at the other lead and that looks about right, so what I'm going to do now is just reverse it. And then, like I said, I always just pinch down here and let the screwdriver spin a little bit, because it will. Probably one full rotation and then it'll stop. Parallel in the middle right here. And then you're going to have your twisted down here and twisted down here. We got three parallels in the middle. Let's do 3 on either side. So it's just like wrapping a normal coil. Alright, so here we go. We're going to, that was technically 1. There's 2. There's 3. So we got the 3 wraps on this side. Now we're going to flip the coil over. And we're going to do 3 wraps on this side. So parallels right there in the middle. With 3 wraps of twisted on one side, we're going to do 3 wraps of twisted on the other side now. When it's all said and done, you get what looks like a winch. From here, you're just going to pull this coil tight. I grab this lead, holding pressure on this bottom lead down here. I just pull. You guys can see it pulling it tight. I like to put my finger on it now. And then what I'll do is I'll actually take this wire. If you don't do that, if I just release the pressure on this, it'll just spool back to where it was. This is very springy, so it'll just spool back. So what you do is you put your index finger on it to hold that pressure, and then you take your hand, you pull it, you do like another quarter turn, pull it tight, and then you just kind of let it relax. And it will spring back to where it was. Now you flip it over. Same thing. Grab our toothless pliers here. We're going to pull this tight, and you guys can probably see it pull tight. There you go. See how much slack was in that? Now if I just were to let this go, there, see how that sprung way back? So what you do is you pull it tight, and you put your finger on there so it doesn't move, and then you do like half a twist. Just half a twist. That looks damn good actually. And that's what you would see. So but that's it, guys. That's the winch coil. That's how you make it. It's got a pretty long ramp up time, but it's a very cool vape. That's what it is. That's how you build it. This is Ty Vapors, and I'm out.